Looks like next up we have a client giving us a call saying that the overnight got a little stuffy upstairs. Temperature didn't really seem bad, but just, you know, a little humid, gross feeling. Said he double-checked the thermostat, turned it down a few degrees, and walked outside to look, and never saw an outdoor unit turn on. So at that point, he gave us a call today, and we'll run by, take a look, and see if we can figure it out for him. Not sure I feel it pulling any air. First thing we'll check out is the side of the contactor here where our high voltage comes in. So we do have 240 volts. Next thing we'll look at is this fuse on our blower board up here. And yes, that's definitely blown there. These Goodman units, I don't see any wiring damage or anything obvious here. We do have a contactor and a board. However, a lot of times these Goodman units, they tend to wrap a lot of the low voltage controls around the copper outside, zip tie it real close. So you end up with a lot of vibrational issues. So let's check that first, just because I see that a lot. So we do have two units. We're not entirely sure which one is upstairs. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably this one, because we do have a gravity drain coming down while the other one's in the basement. So let's check this guy first. So first thing we'll check for is low voltage on our R wire and C wire. And we've got nothing, so we know this is the correct unit. So now we'll start looking for a little short somewhere. Okay, this looks like possibly a defrost board got sensor got unplugged at some point and replaced. See no physical damage. I think I already see it. So I already see our issue. If you can make it out, there's a little white spot right there. You can kind of see how we have a little bit of a half moon shape on there, where it's just rubbed in over the years. So that's all it was. This goes to one of our pressure switches, and over the years, as that vibrated, it eventually just cut into it enough that it finally shorted the low voltage. So we'll get this repaired real quick. slack to make sure it's not going to touch again. Everything else looks good. That could be a problem. We'll go ahead and bend that out of the way. Make sure we're touching nothing else. I think we're good. So we should just be able to put in our new fuse here. If I can get my fingers in there. All right. There we go. Our thermostat's battery powered, so luckily for us it's already calling. So we are good to go. Yep, we're running. I know I somewhat sound disparaging when I say you see that a lot on Goodman units. It's not really just them. I do just tend to see it a lot in those particular cases because of that era, typically you've only got a fan timer in there and maybe either a relay sequencer or a contactor, double pole contactor rather, to operate the heat strips. So in the springtime, in summertime, if suddenly you have a low voltage dropout, you don't really see any damage in there. Thermostat looks like it's the original, or as old as the system. You think, well, let's go check the outdoor unit, because a lot of times they're trying to stabilize things, make things nice and neat, and zip tie those wires, low voltage wires, to a lot of the copper outside, running to those sensors. And just over the years, it can vibrate through. It's kind of one of those. The whole point is to keep it from vibrating a hole in something, but it's routed in such a way that it vibrates a hole in something. So I do see that a lot. On the other hand, that unit, to give them the benefit of the doubt, it did look like somebody had replaced the defrost sensor, and they may have disturbed that wire from its natural spot while they were doing that. So it may not have been a manufacturing issue. There again, I see it so much, who knows. But got that taken care of, and we'll move on to the next.